What's up guys, welcome back to my channel and to another net worth update. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my family's net worth update for August 2021. And before I jump into it, I just want to let you guys know if you like the spreadsheet that I'm using for this update, you can download it for yourself for free. It's an instant download to Google Sheets. It'll be linked in the video description. You can put in your net worth and follow along with me every single month, updating your net worth, and we can keep growing our net worth together. So without further ado, let's jump into the update. All right, this is our August net worth spreadsheet. We did have our net worth increase this month, but it was mostly due to our house going up in value. I did post a home equity update video recently, so if you want to see exactly what all went into those changes that I made to our home value, then I will link that up here if you want to check it out. There were some difficult things that happened this month, and I'll show you. My retirement went down by $9,100, and I'll talk about that. I posted on Instagram kind of what went on, but I'll tell you guys. So anyway, let's back up a second. Net worth. Net worth is everything you own, which is your assets, which I have in the green section here, minus everything that you owe, which is your liabilities, which I have in the red section. So everything you own minus everything you owe is what your net worth is. And so as of last year, we had a very negative net worth. As of November 2020, we had a net worth of negative $170,000. That's actually not the worst that it's ever been. It was over negative $200,000 a couple years ago, and we were slowly trying to build that positive net worth. So I call these update videos Project Positive Net Worth because we are trying to hit that positive net worth by the end of this year. We have 4 more months after this. It's gonna be close. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. It might not be that close, but I think it's gonna be close. It may not, it may be like December that we actually hit it. It may not be earlier, but I hope it is. I hope it's like November, just so I'm not like cutting it so close to the wire, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the next couple months go. But let's look at August and see how everything went down this month. So as I mentioned a minute ago, I increased our house value from $440,000 to $455,000. We had some homes in our neighborhoods sell for over $500,000, well over $500,000. So this is a very conservative estimate. I still feel very safe with this number. And so that was a change of $15,000 this month. Emergency fund and sinking funds, that started out the month at $29,214 and ended out the month with $25,589. So that was a change of minus $3,600. You're gonna see that number going down during the rest of the year because there's some money that we had set aside in savings that was supposed to be used for supplementing my income as I'm growing my YouTube income because I quit my 9-to-5. So that's intentional that we expected that to happen, but you're gonna see that number go down to the low 20s over the next couple months. Okay, my husband's retirement went from $43,600 to $46,200, and that was an increase of $2,600. We are trying to max out his 401k, so we're contributing anywhere from $1,500 to $2,200 a month, depending on how many paychecks he gets that month. And his employer does give a match, and then he's got some, growth going on if the market goes up that month. So the market did go up this month, and so we've got our contributions plus some growth, which got him to just over $46,000. All right, my retirement went from almost $26,000 down to $16,800, and that was a decrease of $9,184. So last month in my net worth update video, I shared with you guys that even though I quit my job, my company did say that I was still entitled to my profit share distribution that I had earned from working for the full year of 2020. I believe it was $3,000, maybe a little more than $3,000. And so I was like, cool, they made the distribution like they were supposed to in July, and we're all set. Well, in August, I was looking at my Mint app, which is a personal finance app where you can link all your accounts and it just does a quick like net worth calculation. Actually on Mint, it's already showing that our net worth is positive because it's showing our house being worth a lot more because Zillow has it a lot higher than I'm putting it on here. So that's really cool to see it because on Mint was how I tracked our net worth originally, and that's where I saw that negative $200,000 for many, many years for net worth. So it's really, really exciting to see a positive number on there. But anyway, so I went onto Mint just to kind of check things out. That's how I follow my credit score, track my credit score on there as well. And I noticed that our net worth went down by like $10,000. And I was like, what the heck, what's going on? And so I looked through the accounts to see what had changed, and I noticed my retirement had gone down. And so I looked at my Fidelity account, which is where my profit share is from my former employer, and it said there were forfeiture distributions. So I assumed that meant that there were amounts in there that hadn't vested, because usually for employer contributions to retirement accounts, there's a vesting schedule. Like if they, they put money in your retirement for a match and then you quit right away, they're not gonna let you keep all that money. It's usually like a 5-year vesting schedule, so each year you get to keep 20% more or something like that. Each employer does it a little bit different. So I thought I was fully vested because I had been there for 5 years, but apparently their vesting schedule is a 6-year schedule, so I was gonna lose about, you know, 20% of the profit share, but what they had taken out was 80%. So instead of leaving 80% and only taking back 20%, they took back 80% and left me 20%. So I'm really glad that I kept on top of that, because if I hadn't noticed that and it had gone years and years, I may have never realized it, that they had taken almost $7,000 from me that I was entitled to. And so I emailed HR right away, and she was like, I'll look into it. And then it took about like 3 weeks for them to rectify it and put the money back in my account. So it's still getting resolved in the month of August. Now we're a couple weeks into September as I'm filming this, so the money has been redeposited, so you'll see that back in my account for September. But it was a little bit like nerve-wracking to have the money come out and not know if they're gonna put it back in, and what sort of fight I was gonna have with them to get that money back in. But luckily they did what they were supposed to do, and they put the money back in. And yeah, so anyway, that's where my account was at the end of the month. So it's showing a loss of $9,100. Okay, my brokerage account. So we start out the month at $3,200, and it went above $4,000 total from my brokerage account. So let me go down here and show you the detail. So I have 4 accounts, well, really 3 that I actually put money into. I have Coinbase on here just because it exists, but I don't actually put my own money into that. But anyway, so Fidelity, it went from $924 to $1,028, which was an increase of $104. I did put some money in there this month. I can't remember how much it was. And then some of it was gains. And so yeah, I just have like an after-tax brokerage account with Fidelity, and I invest in FISROX, FZROX, which is a zero-fee total stock market index fund, and it's a new fund that they have, and I want to check it out, and also wanted to open a brokerage account. So that's why I have some money in Fidelity, just to play around with that index fund. And then I have an M1 Finance account, and I've talked to you guys about M1 Finance before, but if you're not familiar, M1 Finance is an investing platform. I use the app through my phone, and I find it really easy and user-friendly, and I do have a referral link if you want to check it out for investments for yourself as well. You can open an after-tax brokerage account like I have. You can open a Roth IRA. They've got multiple different types of accounts you can open, and you can pick whatever you want to invest in. And yeah, I like it a lot. So my referral link is in the video description. If you use my link, you get $30 when you open your account. That's the deal they have going on right now. They did have a deal going on where you get $50 when you open an account, but now it's down to $30. So I think that's like their normal thing, unless they have some other promotion going on later on in the year. Right now, if you open an account, you get $30 if you use my link. So my account went from $2,000 to almost $2,700, and that is because of a lot of you guys using my link and me getting that referral bonus, and you guys also getting a bonus. So I'm excited for you that you got your bonus. Thank you so much for using my link so I could get the bonus as well, and you could help build up my brokerage account. This is an account I plan to use for long-term investing, and I have no plans to cash it out anytime soon. So I'm really happy with seeing it grow this much, because I just want to grow this to be a really solid account that we can use. Probably if we retire early, like this will be the money that we pull from first. That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, Acorns is also an investing app. It's very, very simple for people who are new to investing. I think it's great. The first investing that I ever did was an Acorns account, and then I opened a Roth IRA with Vanguard. Those were my 2 investments that I made when I was like 30 years old. So I think Acorns is great. If you use my referral link, you get $5 when you open an account, and I got a couple of referrals this month. So thank you guys so much if you were the ones that used that link as well. I really appreciate it, and I'm really happy for you that you guys got your free $5, and I appreciate getting $5 as well going towards my investment account. So I did put some of my own money in here, and then I got some referrals. So my account went from $157 to $266, and that was a change of $109. And then Coinbase. Coinbase is a cryptocurrency trading app, and I don't put any of my own money in, but you can earn free crypto by doing these little mini lessons that pop up every couple weeks. And so all the money in here is either from doing those lessons, or I got a couple of referral bonuses from friends and family who wanted to purchase some Bitcoin, and so I sent them my link, so I got $10 free of Bitcoin a couple times, but besides that, it's all from the lessons that I've done and then any growth in the account. I don't really want to invest in crypto at this point when we have so much debt. It might be something I'm interested in exploring later on, but for now, it's not something I want to dive into, but I am interested in learning about it. So I like that these mini lessons teach you about what crypto is. It's very, very interesting, and the lessons are like 1 to 2 minutes long. They're not like a 30-minute thing you have to watch, and you get anywhere from like $3 to $9 for watching these lessons. So I do have Coinbase linked in the description. You don't get any sort of bonus if you don't put money in. If you buy $100 Bitcoin, you and I each get $10 of Bitcoin is their current deal. But like I said, I'm not putting my own money in. I'm not necessarily advocating for you to put your own money in, but I do have a link if you are wanting to check them out. So that'll be in the video description as well. So this went up by $17 this month. And so, like I said before, we are at over $4,000 in my total, all my after-tax brokerage accounts, which was an increase of $846 this month. All right, coming back up here, my daughter's 529 account, it was at 58, almost 5,900, and now it's just over 6,000, and that was an increase of 150 bucks. We only put $50 in there this month, so the rest of it was market gains. And then our HSA went from 6,300 to just over 6,000, and that was a decrease of $300 because we had some medical expenses and we use our health savings account for medical expenses. Part of the money in our health savings account is invested and the other part is in cash, and so yeah, we use the cash part for medical expenses and hope to keep a portion of it invested long term. Stock options, I've got that in here just to remind us that we have them, but they're not worth anything right now currently, or we can't access any value in them, so I have them at 0, but hopefully at some point that'll be a nice number in there. And then our cars, I did look up the value of our cars because I know that used cars just keep going up and up and up, and I hadn't changed this, I think, all year. And our cars went up in value from $13,000 to $17,500. So that was a pretty significant increase. So I felt like it was worth making that change in here because we're really trying to hit that positive net worth number. And so yeah, that was an increase of $4,500. So our assets this month went up $10,027. Okay, let's take a look at the liabilities. Our liabilities all did go down, which is a great thing. Our mortgage went down by $505. So it's at $304,433. We're just paying the minimum on that because we're focusing on paying off other debt. Right now we're focusing on the home equity line of credit, so that went from $18,806 to $18,205, and that was a decrease of $601. I'd love to see that go down at least $1,000 a month. We didn't hit that this month, but we're gonna keep pushing and try to get to that $1,000 a month because I want to get this one paid off. So we got to be picking up the pace a little bit here, but we'll see how we do. All right, my monster graduate school student loan was at $192,791, and it went down to $191,369. So that was a decrease of $1,422. So it's a huge debt. The payment's pretty big. It's over $1,800, almost $1,900, but we are paying off $1,400 a month. Like a huge portion of that payment is going towards principal, and that wasn't the case for many years. It was all going towards interest. So as much as like this is going slowly with my student loan and the payment's big and the balance is still pretty high, like that's still a good dent in it that we're making each month. Next is my husband's graduate school student loan. Not quite as big as mine, but still a very substantial student loan. $87,929 to start out the month, and it went down to $87,242. So that was a decrease of $687. Similar to mine, his is like a $900 payment, but almost $700 of that is going towards principal every month. So I feel pretty good about that. And finally, my American Express. So we were credit card debt free for almost a year, and then I started doing Invisalign, and I paid in full for Invisalign because we got a discount, and I put it on a new American Express card that I opened. I will link it in the video description if you guys want to check it out. I just felt like, why not get some points and some cash back if we're making a big purchase, right? By just making that purchase, I made $150 cash back, and there is 0% interest on this card for 12 months. So I'm glad we did it for that reason. On the other hand, I hate having a credit card balance. Even though there's no interest, even though I know we could take money out of our HSA today, like we've got $6 grand in our HSA, we could take it out and pay that $3,800 off like today if we wanted to. And I'm really, really tempted to do it, but I'm trying to hold off. I may end up just doing it because I hate having a credit card balance so much that I just, even if it's 0% interest, I just want to pay it off. But I'm trying to hold back, trying to see how much cash back we can get by just doing groceries and gas on that card and paying it off immediately, and then seeing how much the balance is before the end of the interest-free period. So yeah, one of you asked why I didn't include the Amex on my debt payoff update for August, and I didn't include it because I'm not really counting it as a debt that we're working on paying off. Like, we're not putting anything from our budget towards paying it off. It's just all the points and the cash back we're getting on the card that it's using to lower the balance. And then at like next spring, we're just gonna pay the whole balance off, whatever's left. So it's not like, I don't know, I don't think of it as like a regular debt, because we're just gonna probably take money out of the HSA and move it to pay off the balance of the credit card at that point. And so it's not something we're working on paying off. Like, technically it's a debt we have, but I just didn't feel like it makes sense to include on the debt payoff updates, because it's not something that we were putting payments towards, if that makes sense. So this month, I think I put like $50 out of my own spending money towards this credit card payoff, and then the rest of it was just points. So it's pretty significant. It was like over $175, I think, that we had in points that went towards like cash back on this card. All right, so our total liabilities went from $608,555 to $605,122. So that was a decrease of $3,433. I love seeing our total liabilities go down by more than $3,000 in a month, and so we exceeded that this month, so that's super exciting to see. All right, so our net worth changed from negative $41,000 to negative $27,700, so that was an increase of $13,000. So let's look at the chart. Here you can see it's really, it's on track. It's on track still to hit that positive net worth sometime maybe like November-ish, and we are just moving right along. So that is all for this month's update. I hope you enjoyed the update. I'm really excited for September, October, November update, like to get that much closer to that positive net worth. Even if it's $1, even if it's $1 by the end of the year, I will be happy. We'll be at a positive net worth number. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this from me, then make sure you hit that red subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Again, if you want the spreadsheet for yourself, I'm giving it away to you guys for free, just as a thank you for all your support of my channel over the years. And so that's linked in the video description, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.